Okay, meiosis. How this meiosis occurs, to understand this, I'll ask you a question. First answer that. You know gametes? What are gametes? Ovum and sperm are called as gametes. What happens to them? They fuse with one another to form zygote. Yes or no? Then this is having 23 pairs of chromosomes. If this is also having 23 pairs of chromosomes, what will happen to zygote? 23 into 4 chromosomes it will have. Okay, this generation it happened like this. What will happen to next generation? Ovum is having 23 into 4, 4 in chromosomes. 23 into 4 chromosomes. Sperm. Both will fuse together to form zygote. What will zygote have? 23 into 8 chromosomes. It's not going to be, it's not going to be, or do you say, if this continues, the number of chromosomes will keep on increasing and it's going to be a problematic. Okay. My video from my side is clear, so there is no problem from my side. You check it from your side if there is any problem. Sahasrita, just now my video is clear. Sir is also saying the same thing, that my video is clear. So no problem. So this is not going to happen. So for this reason, there is a method called meiosis. Okay. In meiosis, what happens is number of chromosomes will decrease. Why? Because during the cell division, DNA doubling will take place once and cell division occurs twice. Cell division occurs twice. That means during the formation of cell division, if this is the chromosome, equal number of chromosome will be produced, two daughter cells are formed, the DNA is shared, and again two daughter cells are formed from this. Between there is no, again here doubling of chromosome will not take place. Only after interphase, in interphase doubling of chromosomes will take place, DNA will double, that's all. Till four daughter cells are formed, DNA will not double again. This is a very, very important thing in meiosis. Doubling of chromosomes take place once, division of cells take place twice. Okay? This is called as meiosis 1 and this division is called as meiosis 2. And not only the number is different. The process of meiosis 1 and meiosis 2 is also different. What happens? To understand this, first let us understand some terms. You know that this is chromosome and this is one sister chromatid, this is one sister chromatid. Okay? I said you chromosomes are always in pairs. This is one chromosome and this is another chromosome. Similar chromosome. That means this is the chromosome that is obtained from mother. This is the chromosome that is obtained from father. For every organism that is there, because every organism forms by fusion of gametes only. That first cell only will divide and form the remaining all body cells. So the every cell of our body has chromosomes from our father, chromosomes from our mother. So this, let us assume this is chromosome 1 from father. This is chromosome 1 from, sorry, this is from mother, this is from father. So these two will form one pair. Okay. Now these two chromosomes are called as homologous chromosomes. Homologous chromosomes. I'll change the color 1 minute. So, every organism has 23 pairs of chromosomes. Among those 23 pairs of chromosomes, each pair has one chromosome from father, one chromosome from mother. One chromosome from father, one chromosome from mother. This will form one pair. For second chromosome also, one chromosome is there from father, one chromosome from mother. Both will form a pair. For third chromosome also, one is from father, one is from mother. They'll form one pair. Okay. This type of pair is called as homologous chromosomes. Okay. These two are sister chromatids. These two are homologous chromosomes. Now, what do you call this chromatid and this chromatid? Are they sisters? Guess it. Just guess it. Are they sisters? Do you think they are sisters? No, they are not sisters. Very good. So they are non-sister chromatids. They are non-sister chromatids. Okay, very good. Okay. Okay, ma'am. So these terms are important. Sister chromatids, non-sister chromatids, homologous chromosomes. Now what happens during first meiosis division is, this is mother's chromosome, this is father's chromosome, exchange of genetic material occurs. This will get a part from mother's chromosome and this will get a part from father's chromosome. Here also exchange occurs in this chromosome also. Here mother's chromosome will attach to this. Here father's chromosomes will attach to the mother's. Father's chromosome attaches to mother's chromosome. Mother's chromosomes attaches to the father's chromosome. How this will occur, I'll say you when I say the meiosis one. But here, this method of exchange of genetic material is called as crossing over. Crossing over is exchange of genetic material. Exchange of genetic material between homologous chromosomes. Between homologous chromosomes is called as crossing over. Okay? How it happens, we'll see. But first understand, crossing over is taking place in meiosis. In all other cells, there is no crossing over. There is no crossing over. That is why I called, when I said meiosis, they are clones. All our body cells are produced from zygotes. They are clones. The same combination will be there till all the cells, except in case of gametes. So, except in case of gametes, all cells of our body are performing meiosis. Okay? Only while production of gametes, while producing gametes, meiosis will take place. Only while producing gametes, meiosis will take place. So this is one another important thing that you should remember. Okay. See, when zygote is formed, first cell of our body, it will divide to form number of cells. It will divide to form cells that are present in eyes, cells that are present in our nose, cells that are present in our stomach. All these cells are formed from mitosis only. But cells that are forming gametes, whether it is ovum or whether it is sperm, this cell production takes place by process called meiosis. Okay, that's very important. Now we'll see what happens in the process of meiosis. Meiosis cell cycle. Cell cycle also has interphase, and it also has meiosis. This is having G1 phase, S phase, G2 phase. Similarly, here protein synthesis, as we have seen in mitosis, same like that. RNA synthesis also occurs. In case of synthesis phase, again same, DNA doubles, doubling of chromosomes takes place. G2 phase, again protein synthesis. There is no difference. But meiosis phase is divided into meiosis 1 and meiosis 2. In meiosis 1, same like in case of mitosis, here we have prophase 1, metaphase 1, anaphase 1, telophase 1. After that, cell division occurs, and here there is a small gap period between meiosis and meiosis 1 and meiosis 2. It is called as interkinesis. A small gap between. Kinesis means division. You know very well, kinesis means division. Between the division there is a small gap, very short gap, not like interphase, long gap. It's very short gap. After that, immediately again prophase 2, metaphase 2, anaphase 2, telophase 2. After this total process of karyokinesis completes, again cell enters into cytokinesis. So what difference did you observe? Karyokinesis is different in case of mitosis and meiosis. Okay. Remaining all phases are same, only karyokinesis occurs in 2 phases. What happens during the phase 1, mitosis 1, meiosis 1 and meiosis 2, we'll see now. But let me tell you here, meiosis 2 is similar to mitosis, but meiosis 1 is entirely different. How is it different? Why is it different? Meiosis 1, prophase, this is called as prophase 1, is divided again into 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. What are those? First one is leptotin, zygotin, pachitin, diplotin, diakinesis. These are substages of prophase. What happens during these substages? In leptotin stage, chromatin material that is usually coiled is converting into condensed form. It is turning itself into condensed form. So these 3 are obtained from mother, these 3 are obtained from father, chromosomes. Okay. This is leptotin stage. Second, What happens in zygote stage? Homologous chromosomes will pair up in zygote stage. Homologous chromosomes will pair up. This is one chromosome. It is attached to another chromosome like this. Both will attach, not at the centromeres but at the corner regions. Okay, I'll draw a bigger diagram. This is mother's chromosome. It is attaching to father's chromosome like this. If these points are attached, and this association is called as all the chromosomes, not only one, all the chromosomes that are present in one cell are the sister chromatids are pairing up like this. Sorry, the homologous chromosomes are pairing up like this. I'll draw 3. So that's like this cell. This association is called as synapsis. Synapsis means pairing of homologous chromosomes. Homologous chromosomes. And this X all mixed up structure, this structure is called as synaptomal complex. Synaptomal complex. The structure is called as synaptomal complex. Now what happens? This material will pass to this chromosome, this material will pass to this chromosome. That means during this patch-18 stage, the exchange of genetic material occurs. This chromosome will get this part, this chromosome will get this part, this chromosome will get this part, this chromosome will get this part. Okay? And separation of this. So this exchange of genetic material occurs in patch-18 stage. Patch-18 stage. The small patches of the chromosomes get exchanged. Okay? This process is called as crossing over. Crossing over occurs in patch-18 stage. So liptoten stage, what is happening? Chromatin turns into chromosomes. Zygote stage, what happens? Homologous chromosomes pair up. Patch-18 stage, what happens? Crossing over occurs. Now, diplotin stage, what happens? This, chromatids will separate. The chromatids will separate. The crossing over occurs between which chromatids? Non-sister chromatids. Non-sister chromatids. The exchanged genetic material is clear. Okay, so by this stage diplotin occurs. Exchange of genetic material is complete. In case of diakinesis, all those steps which we talked about in prophase of mitosis, remember them? Nuclear membrane disappears. Nucleolus disappears. Nucleolus also disappears. spindle fibers start forming. Cell organelles disappear. So all these changes occur in diakinesis. All these changes occur in diakinesis. But still the homologous chromosomes are not separated from each other. The homologous chromosomes are attached. Okay, genetic material is exchanged, crossing over has taken place, but still the homologous chromosomes are attached even at the end of prophase. Okay, that is about prophase 1. And metaphase 1, what happens? The same thing, but in pairs. In case of metaphase 1, the paired homologous chromosomes assemble themselves in the equatorial plane. The paired homologous chromosomes assemble themselves in the equatorial plane like this. After that, the spindle fibers are attaching themselves, both sides. For this also they'll attach, for that also they'll attach. Homologous chromosomes, both homologous chromosomes they are attaching from either side. Okay. Now, what happens in anaphase? This is very important. Remember, in case of anaphase, the spindle fiber that is attached pulls. This is the spindle fiber on one side. This is on one side. This side, mother chromosome, which is having small pieces of father's chromosome. So this is father's chromosome having mother's genetic material. This is father's chromosome having mother's genetic material like this. Sister chromatids did not separate here. That is very important. In case of meiosis, what happened? The sister chromatids separated like this. But in case of this, father's chromosome is going this side, mother's chromosome is coming this side. There is no splitting of sister chromatids here. What happened? Only genetic material is exchanged and they came back to their original places. Okay? Each chromatid has at least one piece of uh, exchanged genetic material, but they are going in the same way, going back. Only homologous chromosomes are separating here. Homologous, this is anaphase 1. Homologous chromosomes separate. Sister chromatids, sister chromatids are still attached at centromere. At centromere. Is it clear? And after this, what happens? In case of telophase 1, telophase 1, what's happening in telophase 1? All the things do not reverse. As we have discussed in case of meiosis, all the prophase 1 factors will not reverse, only the nucleus is formed. And the cytoplasm is formed around this. Okay, cytokinesis takes place here also. Okay, After metaphase, after meiosis 1 is completed, cytokinesis takes place once and both the cells are separately formed. All the organelle formation, all will not be there. Chromosomes condense back, nuclear envelope is formed. This all organelle formation will not be there because that is a small gap. Immediately after that, meiosis 2 will start. Meiosis, meiosis 2 will discuss tomorrow. Meiosis 2 will discuss tomorrow. Okay, Sahishnu. So, what I am saying here, we have completed prophase meiosis 1 here. One question from Sahishnu. What happens if cell division stops? If cell division stops, there is a phase called G0 phase. Suppose you take cells of neurons, they do not divide continuously. Cycle after cycle will not continue in this. Cardiac cells, they do not divide like that. So what will happen after completing all this interphase will complete, mitosis phase will complete. After that, it enters into a phase called G0 phase. G0 phase is a non-dividing phase. Non-dividing phase. All non-dividing cells enter into G0 phase when they do not divide. Okay? And one more question from Rashmita. What is the gap between meiosis and 1 and meiosis 2? It is called as interkinesis. Interkinesis. Inter means between, kinesis means division. Between division, there is a small gap called as interkinesis. Okay. Okay, ma'am. Sahasrita, okay. So, is this topic clear for you? It should be clear for you. Super clear. If it is confusing, you will not understand it completely. So tomorrow when I start the class, I'll revise what I said you today. Then I'll explain you meiosis 2. Okay? Right. We have completed time is sorry till meiosis 1 completed. Today meiosis 2, what we learned new in meiosis 2, that is prophase 2. What happens in prophase 2? Nuclear membrane. Only nuclear membrane is formed, that will disappear. Okay? And nucleus, chromatin condenses to form chromosomes. Chromosomes are condensed. That's all. In case of metaphase 2, what happens? Metaphase 2. All the homologous chromosomes, all the homologous chromosomes, which is having extended genetic material, which is having some amount of genetic material that occurred in cross-over process. Okay. So if this is one cell, another cell will be like this also, which is ready for division. In that also all the chromosomes will be aligned in equatorial plane. So like this, with exchange in genetic material. They are arranged in equatorial plane and spindle fibers are attached to centromeres of chromosomes. Spindle fibers are attached to centromeres of chromosomes. Now a pulling effect like tug of war will be created in the anaphase phase. Anaphase 2 pulling effect will be caused, and as a result what happens? The sister chromatids will separate. The sister chromatids will separate. These sister chromatids have at least a small amount of exchange which is not belongs to. Like that. In case of this cell also same thing happens. You can see that there is spindle fibers to pull them close and they have sister chromatids are separated, spindle fibers are shortened, and each of them has some amount of genetic material that is exchanged. Like that. At, at the end of telophase 2, at the end of telophase 2, what happens? All the things reverse. The nuclear membrane is formed again. Chromosomes coil themselves to form chromatin structures. Nucleolus is formed in this cell also. In this cell also. And all the cell organelles will form again. And finally cytokinesis takes place. So meiosis 2, prophase 2, nuclear membrane disappears, chromosomes are condensed. Metaphase 2, all the all the chromosomes are arranged in equatorial plane and they are attached to spindle fibers. Okay, this is one cell, this is one cell. In case of anaphase, all the sister chromatids are separated, spindle fibers shorted. This is anaphase 2 of one cell, this is anaphase 2 of another cell. Finally, telophase 2, this nuclear membrane is formed, chromosomes coil themselves to form chromatin, all the cell organelles will form again, nucleolus is formed again, and the centrioles move to the center, all this will occur. And finally, after this, cytokinesis takes place. Cytokinesis takes place the same way how cytokinesis occurs in case of mitosis. The same is happening here. Cytoplasm divides. If it is an animal cell, small furrow will form, it deepens and it divides into cells. If it is a plant cell, cell plate formation will start from center and it is spreading on either side to make it complete. It forms into a medulla. Same thing happens here also.